everybody! I'm here today with a driving lesson on driving uphill and downhill. Now this will be a driving lesson for beginners, but by all means, anyone can benefit from this video. Even if you've had your license for 50 years, you can probably take something away from this video. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. I'm going to start off by explaining it, and then I'll demonstrate it. So you have to do a few things if you want to drive uphill or downhill safely, okay? Now, if you're driving uphill, firstly, you want to adjust your viewing angle, okay? You want to look slightly upwards, because if you look straight, your natural inclination is going to be just to look parallel with sort of what you're used to looking. You're going to be looking at a road in front of you, right? You're going to be looking too close to in front of the car. But if you adjust your viewing angle upwards, you're going to see further ahead down the road, which is what you want. You don't want to look too close to in front of the car. You want to look further ahead, just like normal. The second thing that you need to do when driving uphill is add a little bit more acceleration or a little bit less braking. And those things are to combat with gravity's natural force of wanting to slow you down. When you're driving uphill, naturally you're going to slow down. So you got to accelerate a little bit harder or brake a little bit less if you're braking, okay? The third thing is you want to slightly adjust your posture forward. And that's because when you're driving uphill, you're naturally going to fall a little bit further back. So you adjust your posture a little bit forward to sort of counteract that. Now, on the other hand, and I'll demonstrate momentarily, on the other hand, if you're driving downhill, you're basically going to do the exact opposite. Your viewing angle goes slightly downwards so that you're not looking at the horizon. You are looking at the road ahead of you instead, which makes sense, obviously. You need a little bit less acceleration or more braking to counteract that natural gravity of wanting to speed you up by going downhill. Think about a skateboard going downhill. It's going to pick up speed. You want to counteract that by accelerating less or braking a little bit more. And you want to slightly adjust your posture backward. And that's because naturally your posture is going to fall forward when you're driving downhill. So you got to counteract that like this. All right, that's basically it. Let's demonstrate. There's actually a hill at this street right over here. I'm just making sure those people are well behind me, okay? So there's actually a hill on this street over here. And we're going to start off by driving upwards, uphill, and then we're going to drive downhill. Very simple. So I'm going to turn right onto the hill. Now you'll notice as I drive uphill, I'm going to follow my own instructions and my own rules that I made up. So I'm going to turn right over here. We're good to go. So now I'm looking slightly upwards. I'm giving it a little bit more gas to counteract that natural slowdown effect. There's a speed bump though, so I'm not going to go too fast. And also I'm adjusting my posture, okay? Very simple. Those three things are all that you essentially need to do when you're driving uphill. Now I'm going to use this street right here. There's just a little court to turn around, and then we're going to go down the same hill. So I went uphill. We're going to use literally the exact same street to go downhill. Makes sense, right? We're going the opposite direction. Okay, so I'm signaling left once again. Coming to a complete stop. It's safe to proceed. So once again, I'm accelerating a little bit less because of the natural inclination to pick up speed when going downhill. I'm also adjusting my viewing angle slightly, and I'm applying the brakes a little bit harder for the speed bumps. And also I'm adjusting my posture, as you can see, because naturally going downhill, my body wants to fall forward, so I'm going a little bit further back. I mean, and that's essentially it. When you are, actually I'll go this way, when you are driving uphill or downhill, there are just a few tiny little things that you have to take into account and add into your driving. I mean, you're not like drastically changing anything, but instead you are just adding a few tiny little things to the mix to allow it to counteract what is naturally happening. When you're driving on a hill, naturally your car and your body and your head are going to do different things than if you're driving on a flat surface, and you want to counteract that. And in order to counteract that, what you need to essentially do is do the three things that I spoke about in this video, which were adjust your viewing angle, adjust the way that you are handling the gas pedal and the brake pedal, and also you want to make sure you're adjusting your posture accordingly as well. And that's basically it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.